I also think that once we catch these thugs and these cowards, that they get locked up. They get locked up for a long time. That's a problem. We have a bunch of thugs running around the city with guns, shooting people, and my prayers and thoughts go out to their families and the two little kids. It's heartbreaking. Every single person here, most people have children, and you can't even comprehend what the families are going through. These innocent two little kids being shot in the streets of Toronto. What's the city coming to? But our government will assist our Toronto police. I believe the best police anywhere for a city in North America. And we're going to make sure that we give them all the resources they need.
Okay, next question.
Make sure that we help them out, because this can't happen again, ever.
That was Premier-designate Doug Ford on the shooting of the two young sisters in the Scarborough playground. And this is a shooting that has become political very fast. The head of the Toronto Police Union, just 2 hours after the shooting, sent out a tweet calling out Mayor John Tory to show leadership. Now, the playground violence has brought to light again the growing discord between the Toronto Police Union and City Hall.
I found it very regrettable, the almost obscene haste with which he moved to politicize this issue, I think almost within minutes.
Mayor John Tory reacting to this tweet sent out by the head of the police union last night. Horrific shooting of two children in the East End. Is this Mayor Tory's vision of a safe city? Gun crime up 18%. A police officer recently shot. Random shootings in public places. Time to show leadership. The crux of the tweet, Union head Mike McCormick believes there aren't enough officers on the street. Are you saying that there aren't enough officers on the street and that's contributing to this increase in shootings?
100%. Last year we lost 232 uniformed. This year, 194 uniformed personnel, and we've had 20 hires. We have been talking about the inability for us to proactively police, to do any community-based policing. And we believe this is one of the factors that has led to the increase in gun violence, gunplay on the streets of Toronto. And the mayor is directly responsible for that.
The whole battle between the union and City Hall began months ago after the city called for a crackdown on the growing billion-dollar police budget. The chief announced a massive restructuring plan, which includes fewer officers and redeploying them to areas that need them the most when crime is at its highest. Mayor Tory, though, is blaming the union for standing in the way of that plan.
And how do you address this growing violence? Are there enough resources?
I think there are resources there that can allow us to effectively deal with this, and it's a matter of deploying those. And I would just hope that we might get a little more cooperation in terms of some of the things the chief is also trying to do, which is to redeploy police officers in a way that could allow more of them to be in the community on the streets, where oftentimes we get quite a bit of resistance in terms of trying to make those changes.
But why can't the mayor's office, the chief, you sit down and work this out in a really short period of time? Otherwise, I'm going to challenge you and say politics are getting in the way of good policing.
Right. Well, we have sat down and we have come to some resolutions. And for instance, the mayor brought that up, hiring 200 police officers. Mm-hmm. So,
which you won in a showdown with him.
Well, you know, we wanted to get the officers because, as I said, we lost over 400.
Now, the city did announce it would hire 200 police officers this year. So far, though, just 20 have graduated as of last week and are ready to hit the streets. And by the way, both Mike McCormick and Mayor John Tory are up for re-election this fall.